Hello students, today I want to explain about nerve cell. In the nerve cell, what are the important parts of the nerve cell? One is the cell body. The cell body is also called soma. And what is the next important part? Means dendrites. And the third part is the axon. So in this, what are the important parts of the nerve cell? Three important parts are present. One is the cell body, second is dendrites, third is the axon. In this, if you see here, this part is the cell body. This part is the cell body. This part is the cell body. In the cell body, you can see a prominent nucleus, a big prominent nucleus. In the cell body, you can see the cytoplasm around the nucleus. It is full of granules. It is full of granules. Here you can see granules, granule-like structures. What are these granules? Means these are called Ncert granules. These are called Ncert granules. What is the function of this Ncert granules? Means they are nothing but rough endoplasmic reticulum which help in the protein synthesis. Okay. Next, around the cell body, you can see hair-like projections, fine hair-like projections. In this red colored hair-like projections, these are called dendrites. What is the function of these dendrites? Means they bring the electric impulses or the signals from the other neurons towards the cell body. The dendrites, they bring the signals towards the cell body, they bring it. Okay. Next, you can see here, there is axon hillock. There is a part called axon hillock. What is the function of this axon hillock? Means it connects the axon with the cell body. What is the function of the axon hillock? Axon hillock connects the cell body with the axon. What is the significance of this axon hillock? Means it is the region, it is the part where the action potential or the electric signal is triggered. So the action potential is triggered at where? Axon hillock. Next, you can see a elongated fiber-like structure, elongated fiber structure. This is nothing but axon. It is nothing but axon. What is the function of this axon? What is the function of this axon? Means it transmits the signals, it transmits the information or chemical signal or electrical signal from the cell body to the other neuron or muscles. Okay. Next, here in the nerve cell, the signals will be transmitted in the chemical signals and electrical signals. Majorly, it is chemical signals only. They get transmitted from one neuron to the other neuron. Okay. Next, if you see this axon, in this axon, if you see, there are blue colored structures. You can see blue colored structures. What are they? Means they are called squam cells. They are called squam cells. The squam cells are present on the axons. The squam cells are present on the axons. Okay, on the axon, what is present on the axon? The squam cell is present. Okay. Next, the axon is covered. The axon is covered by a myelin sheath. The axon is covered by a myelin sheath. The myelin sheath is a fatty layer or fatty membrane which functions as an insulation membrane. It functions as a insulation membrane. So this is the myelin sheath. See, this is the myelin sheath. This is the myelin sheath. This is the myelin sheath. Okay, this is the myelin sheath. But this myelin sheath is not continuous. This myelin sheath is not continuous throughout the axon. There are interruptions. Present between one squam cell and other squam cell. Okay. So what are these interruptions or the gaps? This is called nodes of Ranvier. These are called nodes of Ranvier. That means the myelin sheath is not continuous and there are interruptions. These interruptions are nothing but nodes of Ranvier. These are called nodes of Ranvier. Next, if you see, the axon will be terminating, and divided into branches, and at the end of each branch, you can see a small bulge like structure. The nerve gets bulged, this part is called a synaptic knob. This is called a synaptic knob. Next, normally the axon is around 100 centimeters in length. The axon is 100 centimeters in length. Then, if you say, what is synapse? Means it is a functional region. Where one dendrite and the other dendrite they join, or one dendrite joins with the other axon of one neuron. That means what is a synapse? Means synapse is a functional unit or a functional zone or functional region where dendrite of one nerve cell joins with dendrites of other nerve cell, or dendrite of one nerve cell joins with axon of other nerve cell. In this way, the synapse helps in linking one nerve cell to the other nerve cell. Okay. Next, in this synaptic knob, you can see synaptic vesicles. There are synaptic vesicles. The synaptic vesicles have what means neurotransmitter acetylcholine. So this synaptic knobs also, what they do, they innervate into the muscles. And form neuromuscular junctions. And in the human body, normally how many neurons are present? Around 10 billion neurons are present in the human body. Next, if you see this, neurons are of three types. There are three types of neurons. One is multipolar neurons, bipolar neurons, and unipolar neurons. Unipolar neurons means there will be only one axon present in it. It exists in the embryonic stages. Bipolar neurons means there is one axon and one dendrite. So it is present mainly in the eye retina. Multipolar neurons means there is one axon but many dendrites, more than one dendrites is present. That type of neurons are present in the cerebral cortex. Okay. There are two types of neurons, the myelinated neurons and non-myelinated neurons. Myelinated neurons are mainly present in the spinal and cranial nerves. The non-myelinated neurons are present in the autonomous nervous system and somatic nervous system. See, these bundles of axons are nothing but nerves. So, these axons are called tracts. Where in the central nervous system. These axons, in the central nervous system, these axons are called tracts. But in the peripheral nervous system, they are called nerves. Nerves cannot divide by themselves. They need glucose and oxygen for their living condition, for their survival. What is required means for the nerve to survive, oxygen and glucose is required. Using the glucose only, the nerves synthesize ATP. So this is about a nerve cell. Thank you.